four key components, and I'll focus on the policy aspect, so the first one, but just to give you an idea of where it comes within the scope of the general program. Policy is the first one. Infrastructure is the second one, is where we really focus on the Creative Commons licenses and tools, and the technical, legal, and social infrastructure that underpins those tools. The third component is capacity building, and our flagship offering there is the Creative Commons certificate. It's an online course where people can learn all about copyright, open licensing, and what are the benefits, but also the challenges of opening up access to cultural heritage. And I can share some information in the chat about our GLAM certificate program. And finally, the fourth component is community engagement. So how we can support open GLAM practitioners, so those working in institutions, but also in other types of organizations involved in cultural heritage, and also users, how we can support users in making use of cultural heritage materials. And for each of these components, we have identified certain goals. And here again, I will focus on the first one, because we want to create a policy environment that's conducive to GLAM's mission. So we want to make sure that the law and the policy system and framework actually helps institutions in conducting their daily activities of preserving their collections, making them available on site, but also online, and making sure that the copyright law doesn't become a hurdle to go over, but on the contrary, that it helps them in just achieving their mission. Moving along, we've noted that the copyright laws are highly unbalanced. They really prevent, in many cases, GLAMs from fully playing their role in the digital environment. And so we want to work to ensure that the interests, the concerns, and the needs of the GLAM institutions, and also of the general public, are treated on equal footing with those of rights holders in a balanced and fair manner. And the solution is thus to recalibrate and reform copyright. We want to do that. We see that there are many opportunities in pushing for stronger exceptions and limitations or user rights, because they play an essential role in enabling GLAMs to fulfill their mission. So in some countries, there's not even an exception for preservation. You cannot make a copy just to keep a preservation copy of cultural heritage. All other types of exceptions are to allow display and exhibition of works, education, teaching, etc., etc. We also want to celebrate the public domain, not as the opposite of copyright protection, but as something, as a positive celebration in and of itself. And we want to work towards sorry, I need to go backward. Making sure that the term of protection of copyright is also limited in order to provide access in a way that will provide that will enable access to culture and knowledge. I will also touch a little bit on artificial intelligence and how that plays with copyright in the GLAM context. What I want to say right now is that there's sorry, I have this. The copyright platform is the place at Creative Commons, the space where copyright experts can come and share their insights and their needs and what they're working on in terms of policy reform. So you're all welcome to join. I will share the link. It's a place where we also discuss exceptions and limitations and for the benefit of GLAM. Now on artificial intelligence, very, very briefly, because we don't have so much time, two main points which are reflecting of Creative Commons position is that under copyright law, there should be unrestricted access and use of protected works to train artificial intelligence, provided that the access is lawful at the point of input. But that's not to forget that adjacent areas like privacy and ethics also need to be taken into consideration as part of a comprehensive approach that goes beyond copyright. And AI generated outputs. So what the result of the AI activity, should not be protected by copyright. So it should be directly in the public domain. In terms of of Creative Commons licensed content, we have created this flow chart that actually shows, depending on the type of license that the content is licensed under, what uses are possible in order to conduct artificial intelligence activity, like text and data mining, for example. So this is available on our website as well. You can see that it can be quite complex, very fast, even though this is only concerning Creative Commons licensed content, so openly licensed content. These questions and more will be addressed at an event that we're organizing in a few days on November 9th. The copyright platform that I mentioned has created 4 working groups, each working on specific issues. And they will be presenting the results of their work. And the first one is going to be about artificial intelligence and copyright. The second is going to be about platform liability. The third one is about exceptions and limitations. So of course, going beyond GLAM, but I think that will be a very interesting subject to look into. And the fourth one is about the ethics of open sharing. So looking beyond copyright, what are some of the decisions that need to be taken in order to make sure that ethical concerns are part of the equation. And my time is almost up. So if you have any questions or want to know more, please feel free to get in touch. My email address is on the screen. Otherwise, I'm happy to take any questions right now that you may have. Thank you very much. No questions? Well, fantastic. Well, it's been a pleasure to participate, and thank you very much to the organizers. And I look forward to listening to the other presentations. Thank you so much.